All right, Kevin Christie here, and I was excited to present at Parker Orlando this past week on Friday. And one of the common themes I hear from chiropractors is a struggle to build their audience, and then they feel like they create content that's really falling on deaf ears. And so my presentation at Parker was all about the audience builder, and so we developed a very clear audience, and then we matched a very clear message to that audience. And so I'm going to screen share with you here in a second the actual audience builder tool, just give you a quick little run through of it and see how we did that. So let me hit share and give you an idea of what we accomplished. The first thing we wanted to do was the Seth Godin principle of XY axis of positioning. How do you want to position yourself in the community? For me, it was really expert in pain, sports injuries, and also say golf injuries. Those are a couple of them. I had everybody kind of tease out 4 to 6. And again, if you're interested in this audience builder, you can go to csacircle.com and you can register. And this is one of the key fundamental tools. It's a blank PDF with sample copies. And we really want you to get clear on your audience and your messaging. And so we had you fill out in the, if you were in the audience listening at Parker, we had you fill out how you want to position yourself. Maybe it's a condition like back pain. Maybe it's you want to be considered high value and not expensive. And we talked about how creating consistent content that served a purpose will move you from maybe an undesirable box in the eyes of the community into a better expert category. You could do pregnancy and pediatrics, right? So we really got clear on our positioning. Then we rolled into the certain psychographics that you want. These are personality traits, values, attitudes, interests, and lifestyles of your consumer or your patient base. And here's a few examples here: health conscious, active lifestyle, values, natural solutions, high quality of life, weekend warrior, seeking health longevity. You get the idea. We really want to focus on developing a psychographic patient base that is true to our values and traits and characteristics. Then we rolled into, we want to determine what groups do these psychographics fall into for you. What, are you wanting to target golfers or desk workers? Maybe it's fitness enthusiasts, CrossFitters, chronic pain, pregnancy and pediatric. Those are just an example of 6. There's many more, but you need to get clear on it and fill this out. Step 4 was finding the congregation points that these groups can be found. So we carried down one of our groups, the golfer, and where are our offline congregation points? Where can we find them? Golf courses, country clubs, golf stores, teaching professionals, golf specific personal trainers, right? Those are great avenues to find your audience. And then the online congregation points. A good example would be Facebook specific targeting, TPI golf referral directory, closed Facebook group for golfers, Instagram, YouTube, people searching for golf health and performance tips. So if you really hammer that with content and community outreach in those offline and online congregation points for your specific audience, you're going to really make some progress. And so you would tease these out for all the different groups. I'm going to kind of scroll down here fast for this little short video. Once you've defined your group and where you can find them, you now have a blueprint for your audience, and that's it right there. And so what we need to do after that is develop a clearly defined message that is congruent with that audience, right? So Donald Miller, Building a Story Brand. If you haven't read that book, you have to. I have a whole 2 chapters in my book. John Morrison was kind to write on one of them, and I wrote on the other. And we talked about this. So check that out if you need more information on defining the problem of an external conflict, internal conflict, and philosophical conflict. I'll do it shortly here, but external conflicts can be more of their diagnosis, their issue, low back pain. Internal conflict is what really is actually motivating them to see somebody. And so because they're going to miss their golf tournament potentially, they're motivated to see someone. The philosophical conflict is now they've decided to see someone. Why the heck are they going to see you? And that's why maybe they don't want surgery. They don't want to be prescribed long periods of rest. They don't want pain medications. Why are they going to see you? Why aren't they going to see the orthopedist, the primary care doctor, the massage therapist, the physical therapist, the other chiropractor? Because if your content does a great way of positioning yourself as the solution to their low back pain that's going to get them to play golf without surgery, drugs, or long periods of rest. That's how you can do it, by creating consistent content around that. And you do the same thing for all the different, define the problems for all your different groups. And then from there, you're going to apply story to your clearly defined audience, which again, too long for this video. Look it up. Donald Miller's Building Story Brand, 7 characteristics of story. One of them is problem, which we just defined. And then you can utilize this in your practice on your website, one liner, your messaging, your blogs, your videos, patient communication, public speaking, and really cut through the clutter that everybody else is trying to do. And so this is how you can get a blueprint for building your audience, creating consistent content that has a message that really resonates with them and that positions you as an expert in the community. I hope that was helpful. Check out csacircle.com if you want to actually work through lessons like this at a very low rate.